Okay guys, I didn't want to do this video. I didn't. But the amount of comparison that's going on the forums between Enertion and Evolve, it's starting to get, it's a little bit humorous. It's interesting stuff, okay? So, of course I'm going to talk about it. I mean, that's what this vlog is about, right? Talk to you guys about interesting shit. Evolve versus Enertion. There are a few similarities here. Let's just get this shit straight. There are several things that are obviously very, very similar about Evolve and Enertion. And, you know, that's why probably people are comparing us. I'm going to talk about the similarities, differences, and then maybe some random shit in between, just for the fun of it. So, I had to write all this down because I'll forget all this shit. Okay, let's do this. So, the similarities, Evolve and Enertion. We're both Aussies. If you didn't know that, we're both Australians. Aussies. Got it? We both started out pretty small, you know? Well, when I say pretty small, I mean fucking small. Like, you know, I didn't sell my house to fund the business. I used a credit card and just fucking racked that shit up, man, and started selling small little parts and just built tiny little stuff and gradually bigger. And I'm still reinvesting. Jeff, he went big, man. That guy's got some balls, you know. He sold his house, man. He went big. I applaud that man. We both have an E in our name. How about that? Enertion, Evolve. There you go. Very similar. Our complete skateboards. He has a carbon fiber deck. I have a carbon fiber deck. He was the first in the world with that. Can't take it away from him, man. He did that. That's him. You know, he nailed that shit. No one else. Him. Jeff. Smashed it. Well, we both have dual drive electric skateboards now, okay? I had it first, just saying. That's a bit of a no-brainer, like performance, you know, talk. We're both passionate. If you didn't realize that, we're passionate. You don't do any of this shit. You don't sell your fucking house. You do not rack up thousands of dollars on a credit card. You do not put your balls on the line unless you're a passionate mofer. We're passionate, so don't fuck with us. No, we are. That's how it is, man. You get what you get. We're both selling worldwide. You know, wherever I can ship batteries anyway is where I sell to. There's no limit there. Jeff's got a massive distribution network, man. He's a smart cookie. He's sorted that shit out. He's years in front of me, don't get me wrong. We're both pretty good looking blokes, don't you reckon? You know, and hot wives. So, you know. That's the similarities. Okay, they're the similarities. Now let's talk about the differences. The differences. If it's not fucking obvious, guys, I assemble my skateboards in my garage. In my garage, okay? Shit comes into my garage, I build it here, and I send it. Jeff, Evolve, he's much fucking, he's beyond that, you know? He is, he's got a factory in China. He assembles in China. He's a smart dude. Don't get me wrong. You cannot scale up. You cannot service a worldwide market unless you've got a fucking good assembly line in China or where you can get. You need a place where you can get shit made or assembled at a good price. You know what I mean? And quickly and in huge quantity. So he gets it assembled and he ships it via sea to the countries that he wants to sell it in, because that's how he gets around the battery shipping issue. Smart dude. Smart dude. I'll probably copy that. Well, there's no other way to do it. So he worked that out. No one else has. Just the size of Evolve, he will play it down. He wants you to think that he's a small dude. Just a few staff, he's not a small dude. He's a pretty decent sized business at this point. He started small. He still thinks, he knows where he came from. So you never think you're big. You never think you're big. Okay? But he's big. He's a big business. He's selling to many countries, more than I can count on my hands. You know what I mean? He's got distributors all over the world. He's doing big business. Me, I'm a small guy. Nothing, really. Nothing. He sells thousands a year. I sell hundreds a year. That is a huge difference. 10 times difference, okay? Small guy. Evolve, big guy. I'm pretty new. I'm new at this. Like, honestly, I'm a new guy as well. So I'm a small guy, I'm a garage guy, and I'm a new guy. Like, literally, the business is it's about 2 years old. I literally only registered it as a company like last week. You know what I mean? He registered his company like in 2013. He's been around. Like, he's like 6 years in. I'm like 2-3 years in. So he's been around for double the amount of time. He's had twice the amount of time to make mistakes, learn from mistakes, make shit better. I'm making all the mistakes he would have made when he was in year 3. He's in year 6, okay? Big difference. You know what I mean? Give me 3 years. Give it to me. Give me 3 years. 3 years. That's all I'm asking. Then you can compare. If you could just stop, if they stop developing everything, 100% stop developing, innovating, marketing, they just literally freeze themselves in a box for 3 years and let me catch up 3 years, then you can compare us and we'll see who's, that's fair, right? He's a Queenslander. Now, if you're, I don't know, are you in Australia, viewer? If you're in Australia, you know about State of Origin. The Queenslanders versus, I'm a New South Welshman. He's a Queenslander. There's like this deep hatred around this time of the year, you know what I mean? Like football. We call it rugby league. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you live in America or Europe, it's not like soccer. Look it up. State of Origin. Okay, now he's bored, right? And he said this before. He was a snowboarder and a surfer, and he wanted to do it on the land. That's why he went with the double kingpin trucks, which the double kingpin trucks give you that sweet carving. So you get 2 stages of pivot in the truck. I'm trying to do it with my hands, but it doesn't make any sense to do it that way. Which is good when you're going slow, but I would say at high speed, you don't want that. I mean, how many downhill skateboard riders have you seen with double kingpin trucks? Just saying. My setup, it's always been about speed. When I first started making an electric skateboard, it was to get from point A to point B in a really rapid time. I wanted a machine that was very quick. And so that's why I use a downhill truck designed for high speed stability. So there's a very big difference there. Carving or high speed stability. Carving, high speed stability. Now, don't get me wrong. Carving is fucking fun, man. Unless you do it like a dickhead. When those dudes that are like just fucking doing this on their, have you seen them? That do that? It's stupid. Don't do that. Okay, the product itself. So there are some similarities between the products. I mean, the GT, that is a modern marvel in electric skateboard design. It's a fucking brilliant piece of design. Okay, we both have carbon fiber decks. Both dual drive. He's come to the party, dual drive. The reason you need dual drive is torque. You got it. Long range. Boosted boards, like, fuck, guys. 99 watt hours, what the fuck is that? If you're gonna go for a ride, you wanna jump on that thing and you wanna ride. Jeff knows that. He's made a big fucking battery. But the all-terrain thing, now this is a potter's prophecies, nearly. Not really, but look at this shit. Look at this shit. Jeff he's clearly said he's been working on the GT, the new GT, for about 2 years, right? Maybe late 2013, right? Let's just zoom in. If you don't know who Beatbox is, look up Beatbox. He is a pioneer in electric skateboard, the DIY electric skateboard scene. That dude basically created the whole fucking scene. This is a Beatbox board. Can you see that? I don't think you can see it. What does that look like? Tell me. It looks like, you know what it looks like. On this is December 11th, 2013. Jeff has been working on the GT, he said, for the last 2 years. Look at that. 2013. What does it look like that is just released in 2016? The point I'm trying to make here, this is like a conspiracy theory nearly. I really believe Jeff he's a DIY guy. He is. Deep in his heart, he's been on the forums for years. He just hasn't participated. He's been there reading what everyone's doing, looking at everything, looking at the designs, and he mentioned it today in his live chat. He's like, oh man, I wish I could have said stuff. But he has his brand to protect. He said that. I've got to protect my brand. I can't just... The all-terrain board is really cool, man. And I'm glad what you built, that's what I would have built if I had the capital. So congratulations. Anyway, thank you for watching this. Try not to put too many hate comments on here. I think there's a lot of info in here that people would like. I gotta go to bed. See ya. A big shout out to all my fans, my followers, people who enjoy what I say. Thank you. 1 million views.